The relevance of TikTok has blessed us with many interesting people, such as Dylan Mulvaney, The Corn Kid, Topher, and also Tara's World. Not only has TikTok graced us with some iconic people, they have also brought awareness to some iconic trends, some which are harmless, such as wrapping up ice cream in a roll-up and freezing it, some not really that harmless, such as families choosing to permanently live in RVs. So pretty much how this happens is families sell or rent out their homes, the parents quit their jobs to work remotely, or in most cases, the parents get all their income from social media. They pull their kids out of school to homeschool them, and they pretty much just travel around the country. In this case, for all these families, it's the US. So this is the time in the video where we give a few disclaimers before I fully go into what I'm saying. First off, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not trying to drag any of these families. I don't know them personally, and they haven't done anything too outlandishly bad, in my opinion. I'm not referring to the people who living in an RV is their only option. They don't have the facilities to live elsewhere in a house or anything like that. This is solely directed at the people who can financially afford to have a house, and they've pretty much sold their house that they can financially afford to move their family into an RV to travel around the country. Now that's the situation I'm talking about in this video. Now these people get a lot of praise on TikTok, but they also get a lot of backlash. Example of a TikTok responding to backlash is by a family called Wild Thorn Baileys, which is a family of 6 people who live in an RV. As a result of having so many kids, they obviously live in very close proximity to one another. The video that I'm about to show you is like literally like kid, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to censor it that well. It might be totally blurry and you might just have to hear the audio. So they made a video responding to a hate comment, which this hate comment read, "And they all sleep on top of each other in bunk beds, I assume." Also, bunk beds aren't just like an RV problem. Like, lots of houses have bunk beds, Miss Person.
You're so right. My kids do sleep in bunk beds, but do you know what else they have? They have been to 28 different national parks around this entire country.
Look, I do get what she's saying. If you don't live in an RV and live in a normal house, you probably still have the opportunity to do that. And you know what happens if you live in a house? Your kids get personal space. I know, right? What a concept.
They've been to Disney 42 times just last year. They've been to Mount Rushmore, sand dunes and lava tubes, explored caves and canyons and salt flats. They have snorkeled with manatee and parasailed above the ocean.
You know what kids that are not in that situation get? Friends. That, by the way, is probably one of the biggest issues I have with this lifestyle, because I think as a growing child, you just need friendships and to be able to develop like relationships with friends. And I think that's a fundamental thing which a lot of these people are missing out. Logically, if you're traveling all throughout the United States, how is a child at the age of 6 meant to keep up with a friend if you are constantly moving and you're not like seeing this person every day at school or every day at like homeschool camp or something like that, you know?
They have friends they get to travel the country with and are able to connect with people of all ages and all backgrounds. They have an education that is hands-on and specifically tailored to them to get a head start on life.
I don't understand how they're like, oh my god, they have so many friends. Something else which I respect is I do know that a lot of people have like a very close-knit family, but I also think as like a child or like an individual, it's also great as well to have a close family, but to also have your own friends that like aren't a part of your family, to have that degree of separation. Obviously these kids don't get that at all. Like, they won't. Now, the bit that really pains me with RV life and kind of the whole point of this video is to speak about the sleeping conditions of the kids in these RVs, because to be perfectly honest, one of the most valuable things I think as a child is obviously the child's growing. Okay? In order to grow and function as a human being, I really think it's essential for a child to have a bed that's comfortable and like properly like medically okay for them to sleep in, and not to sleep on like a foam mat in the middle of the floor. And also to have personal space, I do think is valuable for a child as well, in order for them to grow and like have their individuality and freedom and stuff like that. There is also another TikTok family that have done a video responding to hater comments.
We get an insurmountable amount of hate for our kids' bunks that people say look like coffins, but my husband is 6 foot 2 inches tall and he can fit snugly in the bunk. So if he can fit, it is perfectly fine for our kids.
Oh, okay, so your husband fits in it. That's great. Does your husband also fit in a dog kennel? Because if he does by that logic, would you let him sleep in that? So I just think this whole like, oh my god, my husband fits in here. See, it's fine for a child. Your husband does not look comfortable whatsoever. I highly doubt he would even probably sleep in it like one night, let alone his whole life. For a holiday in like summer or for like a month or two to travel around the US, you know what? Love it. Go for it. This seems like a lot of fun. For a child to live in that condition permanently, The whole pole situation in this bunk also really concerns me.
Come check out the kids' bunk room. We finally finished and they got curtains.
Oh yay, your kids get to sleep behind curtains. Isn't that just swell? Your kids really do look like they're living the dream. Fifth Wheel Living is also doing the most in trying to get you to buy an RV from them. Now look, I really don't know what this whole page situation is doing, like whether they have a link and they're like, use code RV for 5% off, and like they get some money from it and that's their like lifestyle income plan.
You know that you can live in an RV full-time and bring your kids? Although there's a lot of RVs with bunk rooms, here's another option just in case you don't want to lose that extra space because of the second bedroom.
You mean providing your kids with like a minuscule bit of personal space and privacy? Yeah, I don't know. Who would want to do that? That just sounds a bit silly. Why would you not want to relocate that little bit of space you give to your kids so the whole family could use it instead? Like, don't waste it on one person. Like, let everyone share.
So hi, my name's Kirsten. I live...
Now, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw this for the first time, I was very impressed. This RV has an island bench top. This is nicer than most apartments. The island bench may be absolutely tiny and logically only really fit a sink, but still, it's an island bench. And hello, who doesn't love an island bench?
And this is why I think this RV is perfect for you and your kids. Starting off strong, we have a huge pantry perfect for a big family and a great sized kitchen to do all the cooking.
I don't see any beds yet. So as far as this RV being great for kids, where do you plan on putting these kids?
Here you have a 3-burner stovetop with an oven on the bottom, and that microwave is actually a convection oven, making it where you can use it as an oven.
Honestly, I'm almost prepared for this lady to be like, see, if Harry Potter could fit under the stairs, so can your kids. This has so much room. To her credit, she did not say that, so I appreciate that at least.
Or microwave. This RV is packed with storage, and although that's really great for kids, this is the room that I want to talk about. Not only is this room huge and spacious, but it has a TV elevator, fireplace, and JBL speakers, giving you ultimate surround sound. It also has 2 couches that turn into queen-size beds, and 2 recliners that are heated. Not only is this perfect for movie night, but for the kids' bedroom as well.
You want your kids to sleep on a pull-out couch? No, absolutely not. The fact that this was advertising for like the kids to live in the RV full-time as well. If I was a kid in this RV, I don't care about the bunk, like the dad can't really fit in, like give it back, please. I don't want to sleep on the couch. At least that's the space to call my own as a hypothetical child in this RV situation.
Family of 4. We live and travel full-time in this RV.
Oh, okay, we're making the kid do the voiceover. I mean, I'm sure you know my stance on family channels. Yay, getting the family to pitch in on the family business. Love that for them.
Come check out where my brother and I sleep. Our bunk beds are right behind these doors. The top bunk is mine. We have a storage area at the back for all our books, toys, stuffed animals, and personal things. Then the bottom bunk is my brother.
Your kids sleep in a whole closet? This is not even a room. Our rooms are behind these doors. Proceeds to open the linen closet. Like, you silly child, that's the linen closet, that's not your bedroom. It turns out she is not tripping and her bed is actually there. This account is called the Happy Caravanners, so I did want to add a quick disclaimer for this one because I did look on their TikTok. So I don't believe they live in an RV full time, and that is definitely for the best because this sleeping condition for the kids is probably well and truly the worst. Now, these people are a family of 12, which means they have 10 kids, and all these 10 kids sleep in the RV. So let's see how this works.
We sleep in the trailer. This is where the little girls sleep. It used to be a table, but it converts into a bed.
I'm obviously going to have this blurred. So they've got 3 girls under the age of 10 sharing what I would say is probably like a double or a queen mattress. For a holiday, I'm not hating. I don't honestly think that's that bad. But then on this TikTok, they proceed to show us that they have not 1, but 2 kids sleeping on the floor. And when I say sleeping on the floor, I mean like no padding. These kids have a blanket and a pillow and they're sleeping on like the fake timber flooring of the RV. I have not watched this family's RV tour, so I really don't know the whole situation. From the photo that I can see, I do believe that one of the kids is sleeping with their head literally in front of like the bathroom door. So in a family of 12, you would probably think that during the night, at least one person at some point would need to go to the bathroom. The kid who's sleeping in front of the bathroom door, I really don't envy him at all. When was the last time he got a full night of sleep that wasn't interrupted disturbed by someone needing to go to the bathroom. I don't think it would be on this holiday. The next family we're going to be touching on is called Trying Something New. This family have been living in their RV for 7 years. So out of all the RV families, I do think these people pass the vibe check from what I can see on their social media. This is for multiple reasons. The reason that I like them is because the parents actually sleep on the pull-out couch in the lounge room. The RV has one bedroom, which they've given to their 3 kids. What they actually did, they actually covered it on TikTok. They had a king bed in there and the 3 kids were sharing it, and they realized that it wasn't suitable for their kids to share the bed and built their kids like custom bunks. I do think out of all the RV families, that does show some care for their children and they are trying their best. Unfortunately, this family does heavily feature their kids in their content. They did a video where they let their kids kind of speak about what they disliked about their bunk bed situation, and the youngest kid on the bottom bunk said this.
The thing that I hate about my bed is it's like a little coffin down here.
Well, there you go.
Bombastic side eye.
I feel like that comment is a little concerning and not really that funny. The permanent sleeping location of a child being described as a coffin. I mean, I don't know about that one. Turns out I did find an issue with those people. So in some of their TikToks, they show the outside of their RV. The outside of their RV, also known as their house, has not only their name on it, but also a TikTok logo, a YouTube logo, an Instagram logo. Pretty much they're just doxing themselves as they go on the road. And I feel like that's super unsafe, especially because you're not only like showing your life, you're also showing your kids. So if you leave your kids in the van and they can see like there's a young girl in the van or something like that, they can easily look you up online and see exactly who is in the van and get a lot of information on this person. That is so unbelievably extremely unsafe in my opinion, and they probably should like fix that. I've only got a short bit of this TikTok, but there was a TikTok which was deleted by one of the RV families, pretty much showing their child's 15th birthday and how for their 15th birthday, this child, they're like one wish for their birthday present, you know, like a 15-year-old probably wishes for like a new phone, an Xbox. Their one wish was to stay in a hotel for a few nights. I feel like that's super revealing as to this child's stance on their current lifestyle situation, in that they probably want, I don't know, a bed in like a room, and also to have running water and a bath and like a regular living situation with personal space. And that is my little take on a reaction and commentary to the TikTok family RV lifestyle. If you stay till the end this far in the video, I do really appreciate you, so thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, could you please give it a thumbs up? If you're not subscribed yet, could you please, as it really does help my channel. So